All right, guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel where we talk about some drinks. And today we have a special guest here.
Yeah,
This is Elena.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'm Dennis. And then,
I'm Guan.
and
And
we're
we are
from Dual Glass.
Red, red wine close to my head.
And today we're going to review some different types of wine with our sommelier.
Ooh,
Kind of.
okay.
I didn't
This one.
study to be a sommelier. I only studied to be a winemaker, so I know a lot of underground of wine production and what's behind the wine. So
Why did you try to get the wine degree, and then how long
Sure.
it takes?
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
So there are different ways to study winemaking.
Mhm.
There are certificates, there are full
Mhm.
bachelor or master's degree
Mhm.
in enology. I did not do the full 4-year master's degree.
Mhm.
I did a shorter one
Okay.
because I already had a bachelor's degree at that point, so it was useless for me to get another bachelor.
Right.
And there is a specialized program in winemaking at UC Davis, and they are targeting working professionals who want to change their profession.
Mm-hmm.
So the classes are very structured and all to the point
Wow,
how
okay.
to make wine.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me about 3 years to finish it.
Oh, 3 years.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm about to ask you that. Like, could you say like short one is like 3 years then? Okay.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
it took me 3 years because I had no chemistry background,
Okay.
and you have to know chemistry really well to study
Oh
it.
wow.
Because there's so many things.
Yeah.
So, what's the connection between chemistry and wine? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the connection? Like wine, alcohol, and chemistry. Can you explain
because
more a little bit?
everything is about
Science?
compounds,
Oh, okay,
yes,
okay,
like
okay.
molecules, and how all this ethanols, for example, molecules are combined, and how wine is made. There are a lot of processes.
Mm-hmm.
And wine, for example, maybe not champagne, but a typical red wine bottle,
Mm-hmm.
it never has stable environment
Mhm.
because there's so many different chemicals and elements in it.
Yes.
It always moves from one state to another. That's why the longer you keep
Mhm.
your bottle in your fridge or somewhere,
Right,
wherever
right.
you keep your wine is,
Right.
it changes flavors and flavor profiles, like perception through the
okay.
time, because chemicals continue changing
Yeah.
and
Oh.
chemical composition.
Oh, okay.
So one of the things that if you over freeze, or let's say put or leave wine under sun,
Mhm.
too much sun exposure
Mm-hmm.
will make certain acids to precipitate.
Okay.
So you might see some like chemicals, or not chemicals, but like crystals on the bottom.
Okay.
So they're Supernatural.
I saw that sometimes.
absolutely natural and safe to drink because they are part of wine.
Mm-hmm.
But when it precipitates and it creates the crystals, we think, oh, maybe
Oh,
it's not
okay.
good wine, but it is. It's
Oh.
still good wine. It just meant that it was under low or high
Oh, okay.
temperature.
How do they make wine? Like just in general, the regular red wine. Like usually whiskey, they keep it in the barrel for a certain amount of time. But is wine kind of similar, or is it just juice?
It
Grape
is.
Like grape juice.
It is grape juice.
Uh-huh.
So you get grapes.
Yeah.
You smash them.
Mm-hmm.
You get the juice,
Mm-hmm.
and then some winemakers, they rely on wild yeast because
Mhm.
yeast is the one that makes alcohol.
Okay, the
Ethanol.
yeast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
They eat sugar and they produce carbon dioxide
Uh-huh.
and ethanol.
Ethanol. Okay.
And ethanol is alcohol, right?
Right.
And usually when winemakers pick the grape,
Mhm.
they check the sugar level,
Mhm.
and roughly, let's say if there's like 30 bricks and that's the measure of sugar,
Okay.
that would be like half of that.
Oh, okay.
I would say if you
Okay.
get grapes with 30
Mhm.
bricks, then it would be 15% alcohol in the bottle.
Okay.
And certain areas like California, because we have so much
Mhm.
sun,
Yeah.
we get really sugary grapes. And that's why we have really high wine alcohol here.
Mm.
Does the
Okay,
barrel
interesting.
play a part
In the flavor.
in the flavor?
Yeah.
Because I know maybe white wine they don't put it in like a barrel, or maybe not that long.
Usually
yeah.
not. unless it's a California style Chardonnay
Mhm.
that has this really oaky flavor, like aftertaste.
Okay.
That's from the barrel.
Okay.
How
Because-
long? How long they put in barrel usually?
It depends. It depends on the winemaker. Yeah,
Okay.
what kind of flavors they want.
Okay,
from
like
wine.
minimum. 2 years.
No,
Less than
no, less
than
less.
okay. Less
For
than
white wine,
more.
less than 1 year.
Less than 1 year, so
Yeah.
6 months maybe, like
White.
roughly.
Yeah.
6-7 months.
Yeah.
Okay. You just wanna get the taste of the oak, right, from the barrel.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
And
Interesting.
even-
Okay.
Taste of the oak is subjective. Like, what is the oak flavor? Like, do you chew the oak wood
Yeah.
to get the flavor? It's like the general idea what we have. Oh, this is from the oak, so these are the flavors.
Oh yeah. Got it.
Okay, what are we starting with today?
So we don't
Uh-huh.
have California brut, but this is a
Brut.
typical brut French one.
Okay.
And
nice.
for the brut, if you see
Uh-huh.
the word brut, it means that the sugar content of a bottle is between 0.6 to 0.5%.
Okay.
It's
okay.
not-
Uh-huh.
It's
not that much,
dry
yeah.
or it's
It's on the dry side.
Dry
yes,
side.
yeah.
Mm.
Brut usually means dry.
Okay.
So
Okay.
let's try brut.
Yeah.
which glass do we use for?
Oh yes,
This is a sparkling wine, right?
My
This is
guess is
sparkling
this
wine.
glass. My guess is
Exactly.
this glass. Okay.
these are the
Right.
glasses we're going with.
Oh, how you open that? Okay.
When you open, keep your finger on the cork because there's a lot of pressure inside the bottle. I
Okay.
cannot tell you how much, but there's a lot of pressure.
From
So
the
when
sparkling, right?
right from all the carbon dioxide
carbon
that's been
dioxide,
trapped
okay.
inside the bottle.
Okay.
And I don't know if you want to know how champagne or any sparkling wine is made. There are actually a few different styles.
Okay.
And when we open, we just try it really slowly to open
Like
it and we
twist it
keep,
little by little.
yes,
Okay.
twist little by little
Mhm.
so that it doesn't explode and it doesn't hit anyone in the eyes.
Right. Because some people they just like do it like that, you know,
Right.
like pop, right, or whatever.
And then someone
Those
gets
two.
hurt.
Yeah. So this is brut, yeah.
Yes, this is good.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's cheers.
How do you say cheers in Russian?
It's a на здоровье.
На
Yes.
здоровье.
Let's taste it.
So light and easy. The
Yes.
best thing about
Mm.
sparkling wine that it goes well with any dish.
Any dish like
So pairing it.
Meat,
Okay.
fish, really anything. Appetizer, dessert,
Mhm.
just one of those wines that go well with everything. So if you just start drinking wine, maybe sparkling is
Sparkling. Okay. How many
yeah.
alcohol contain on the sparkling?
It
Usually.
depends, but usually
It's like
between
common.
11 and 13%.
Okay.
Oh, 11?
Yeah,
It's
'Cause you
nothing, man.
wanna- you-
There's nothing.
Nothing for
Nothing.
you want to keep the acidity relatively high,
Oh,
so
okay.
you harvest or we have, I guess, the winemakers, whoever harvests grapes, they would not let grapes
Mhm.
ripe too much. So they'll
Oh.
try to keep it in the relatively lower sugar
Okay.
content. Yeah.
Okay. So the more ripe the grape is, the more sugar containing.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
I just want to make a note about the crackers.
Mhm.
So if you're changing between flavors and you want to clean your palate,
Mhm.
crackers or wheat is actually the best way.
Okay.
Some
It's just
people
the
say drink water, but no. Based on science,
Mhm.
wheat is the best way to clean your palate.
Okay.
Okay.
So like different wine maybe fits with better different foods. Maybe like a stronger food goes with red. Maybe.
That's a general direction
Mhm.
where people think, okay, I'm eating fish,
Yeah.
seafood, I'll go with white.
Okay.
In reality,
Uh-huh.
wine goes well with everything. It just your personal perception, how you
Right,
you perceive each type
Yeah.
of grape or wine, how much you like it. Because
Mhm.
if someone likes Pinot Noirs, they can drink Pinot Noir with every single thing they eat, even omelette. I'm like, who says no, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
I agree with her, you know. Like
Drink what you want.
is that
Exactly. And there are so many studies and studies, I guess, that happened before,
Mhm.
where there would be blind tasting and people are not even able to differentiate white from red.
And what is the difference between red and white? Like how they make it? Is it different? Is it different grapes? Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, yes, of course, different grapes.
Mm.
Because
So-
if you're using white grapes,
White
you
grapes,
get
white wine.
white wine.
Okay.
Red grapes, red wine.
Okay.
Because I
That's easy,
kind of
yes.
like
Uh-huh.
asked him, and then maybe he doesn't really know too. Like, where does the red comes from? Is it from the skin?
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
from
the skin,
yeah.
right?
The color is
exactly.
come from the skin,
exactly,
right?
yeah.
When they mash it.
Even
Mm.
though
Uh-huh.
champagne, the
Mm.
typical champagne from the Champagne region,
Yes.
they can only use 3 different grapes
Mhm.
in the production to call it champagne,
Mm.
and 2 of those grapes are red varieties,
Oh,
and
then,
only
oh.
one is white. So they press it,
Uh-huh.
but they don't get any skin contact.
Okay.
So they immediately take it out, and they only keep the juice.
Oh,
And then they
that's why the
ferment it,
color
Is
is
white,
not.
yeah.
It's not red as red
Mhm.
as the red wine. Okay.
So next one we have typical
Next one.
white variety, which is Chardonnay, and Chardonnay is
Chardonnay. Okay.
one
Mhm.
of the grapes that's typical for champagne. I don't know if that's important.
So they use the same grape as the champagne, right? For
Yeah,
the white
yeah.
for this.
Yep. So
For
it's a
Chardonnay.
It's a French variety. California Chardonnay is slightly different because we like it to age in oak,
Mhm.
so it has a lot of like buttery flavor.
Okay.
This
Moving on, okay.
bottle comes in a screw top,
Mhm.
so we don't need to use any bottle opener. So this is
Right.
easy because it's very convenient and it's good for wine because very little air penetrates the bottle, so there's a lot
Mm.
less percent or chance of spoiling.
Okay.
Because once air start working,
Mhm.
interacting with wine, there's a high chance of spoilage.
Okay. The
And
air can escape from cork.
cork allows a very minimal
Okay.
air in. So if you plan to age your wine, let's say for 20 years or
Yeah.
plus, you want cork
Mm.
because you want your wine to keep changing. This one doesn't allow a lot of air,
I see.
so it will be stuck there. And whenever wine is meant to be drank within 7 years,
Mhm.
8, when the shelf life is very short for wine, like with white wine,
Mhm.
then this is much better.
Mm.
So it
Got
doesn't
got
mean
got
that the quality is bad or someone's trying to be cheap. No, it's actually much better
Okay.
for
Okay.
wine.
So they have their own pros and cons, right? Like between the cap and the cork.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because historically people are using cork, so there is association. Oh, if it's cork, it means high quality. No,
Exactly. Yeah.
no.
That's what I think.
It's just
That's-
that some people who want you to think that way, but in reality, no. For white wines, we're
Okay.
using slightly smaller glasses. If you can see here, we have
Yes.
a lot bigger, and we'll talk about them later.
Good. Okay. Nice. Okay. So the glass is smaller.
And why do some people they store their wine kind of like upside down? Is there a reason?
When you're using cork, it's only important when you're using cork
Okay.
because once it's upright, there's a lot more air that can come in.
Oh.
But when water, when it's angle and wine touches the cork, there's a lot less air
Okay.
that can come
It
in.
blocks it, right?
Right,
Mm.
and it means that the cork stays moist.
Okay.
Once it's dried out, more air comes in,
Okay.
more spoilage.
Okay.
Keep it
Yeah.
moist too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And you also want to keep it in a darker environment
Right. Right.
so that it's not too hot,
Mhm.
it's not too cold. Just
It's
like
not too
that.
bright too, right? You said,
Yeah,
okay.
because sun has a very bad, or not bad, but just like it accelerates all the chemical reactions.
So it will change the flavor, or
It will change the flavor
Okay.
too. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not gonna be bad. It will just be slightly different.
Yeah.
So let's taste
Oh, thank you.
our California, right?
So-
Yes, it's California
California
Chardonnay.
Sweet, right?
This one.
You can, but usually white wine served cold, and when it's cold, you don't get a lot of aroma coming in. Usually, it will be more
The
important to
red
use
one.
wine.
The red one we need to swirl it, but the white one you don't need to swirl it that much, right?
Yeah, because it's cold.
Okay.
Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers!
yeah.
Yes. Let's see what you think
This
about California Chardonnay.
California Chardonnay. okay. This one. 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 This one.
sweeter.
It
You're
is
right.
very-
It's buttery,
Mhm.
more buttery than the brute.
Mhm.
I would say it's light.
Right.
Reminds me of
sorry.
popcorn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Butter.
Yeah, butter. That's so weird.
Butter, huh? Yeah, you're right. Now I can taste the butter. Like, slightly. Just slightly.
Yeah.
So again, try with cheese.
The cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which cheese? Either way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any cheese. Because meat
Let me try
is
the sharp
better with red wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard some people said for red wine, you put it in the fridge 20 minutes before you drink. White wine, you take it out of the fridge 20 minutes before you drink it. Is that true?
It really depends where you are.
one.
But
Okay.
usually, typically, white wine is best served between 12 and 14 or 15 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
So if you're in a very cold room,
Mhm.
I think right now it's about 16 degrees here.
Yeah.
Yeah. but
So-
we're wearing like one layer. we get used to it.
It's like
But anyway.
1 degree outside right now.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah,
Cold.
kind of chilly.
Uh-huh.
Same. If you're, I don't know, like Indonesia, where the temperature is 30 degrees
Oh,
outside,
Right.
then
34, yeah.
even for red wine, you want to keep it a little bit in the fridge
Mm.
because the
Okay.
typical serving size would be 16, maybe to 21, 22 degrees Celsius.
Okay.
So it really depends where you are and in which settings you are.
Okay.
And talking about
Mm-hmm.
also flavor perception, it's the same with butter. For example, if you open red wine and it's very tannic and it's really hard to drink, you can have a bit of butter or bread and butter if you prefer, and perception of tannins will mellow down a lot, so it, you wouldn't feel it so much.
I guess tannin is you wouldn't. It's not bitter, right?
Wait,
It's
wait,
like
wait. Man, how you open it like that?
no, this is just a wrapper.
Yeah,
I know, but like the way she opened, like,
She's an expert. That's what. Expert.
like me, I was like looking for. Oh, okay, where's the? There's something I can rip it off.
so this is the typical bottle opener, right?
Man,
Typical
okay.
one, and usually there's this little knife because they think, oh yeah, you cut it.
Right.
You make it
Exactly.
open,
That's why.
but in reality, it's so much faster and easier.
Man, can you do it again? I
do
missed
that.
that. I missed that.
We can get 4 bottles.
We'll do a replay.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
All right, let's
All right.
put the knife back,
Uh-huh.
and now we're looking at our
Oh, okay.
bigger glasses. So these ones, well, actually, let's open the wine. We have 2
Oh.
wines here.
Mm-hmm.
One
Oh,
is
one's
Zinfandel
Zinfandel.
and one is Cabernet Sauvignon.
Uh-huh.
This is typical California. This is typical French.
Ah.
The Cabernet French, the Zinfandel is California.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though when scientists did the DNA trace of Zinfandel grape, they traced it back to Croatia.
Mm.
But in Croatia, it has a different name. I don't remember what, don't ask me. But in California, it's now called Zinfandel. So it's considered a typical Californian grape.
Okay.
Ah.
So which one should we open first?
Let's do the Zinfandel, and then maybe Cabernet is stronger. Maybe later afterwards.
We can get more glasses and compare them
Yeah.
one by one. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
We have 2 different
Okay.
bottle openers.
Mhm.
One is the traditional one.
Okay.
One is like a bit sophisticated. So first, let's go with the traditional
Nice.
one.
Let's do this. Let's see how it will. You still need that? You serious? You cannot just use your finger.
Right.
Okay.
Like a vampire. Like
Expert.
so
Okay.
first, we will move it to the
Mm-hmm.
first level,
Okay.
and then push it up a little bit,
Okay.
and then
Ah.
okay,
Got
I
it.
need that.
I usually pull it like this.
You want to use my? No. Oh, you need a tissue or something?
Yeah, I think this
Did-
should be
did-
nice. Yeah, we have.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yes. And the next one we'll open with this one. Let's start with Zinfandel.
Okay. Zinfandel. Okay.
And when you pour, you twist the bottle a little bit, because
Okay.
if you just pull it up, you see there could be a lot of spill.
Lot of
But if you pour and then twist it a little bit.
Okay.
It
Got
stays.
it. Got it.
All right.
Nice. So you're gonna taste it at the same time or?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
We
okay.
can, or we can get like the taste, like
Oh yeah.
share what we think about it.
Okay. Zinfandel. Cheers. Yeah. Yeah. Smell like carbonate. Smell like carbonate. I mean,
And what is the smell of Cabernet?
smell like this.
Like
Smell like this. Like wine.
Smell more wood, I guess. Woody,
I mean,
oaky.
yeah, like I don't know how to describe it. Like more intense, you know, like they have an
Mhm.
intensity, you know, like.
Really, to me, it smells and tastes
Oh really? Okay.
somewhat like
Yeah, I mean,
sweet and easy drinking.
Okay.
got it, got it.
Little sweet.
Yes. So these days,
I would say it tastes more like Merlot. I mean, for the.
what is the taste?
Can I say level again?
Is there like a list of ingredients or like what Merlot should taste like?
It tastes like more a Merlot for me, you know, like, but when you smell it, it more smell like a Cabernet. The level. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't like that. You don't like that word, right?
This one is
It's
a
so
bit.
sensitive about wine. But anyway. Yeah, more like Merlot for me. Okay, Cabernet.
I wish I had Merlot. Then we
Okay.
could, or
That's fine. That's
we
fine.
had Merlot to.
Because like
compare.
personally, like when I drink wine, you know,
Mhm.
like usually I buy a Cabernet. When I go to the store, you know, like between Merlot, Pinot Noir, Malbec, you know, like I always choose the Cabernet for
But
for wine,
Can
red
you
wine.
explain wine?
Because the intense from the Cabernet is I like it because it's more bold.
It feels heavier.
It feels heavier.
Yeah,
Because as
I
a guy,
guess.
you know, like I want something. Something
Like
can punch me.
stronger.
Yeah.
Mix it with whiskey.
I never tried it, but maybe. I mean, are you serious with that? Or just joking?
We call it whiskey and wine.
Whiskey. Ah! So
All right,
yeah.
so
Elena,
let's.
okay.
Uh-huh.
So do we need to swill it first, or?
Yeah, we can swirl exactly.
Okay, yeah, swill it.
So give it a little
Pretty
bit of
foul.
air.
Look at how you smell it.
Oh yeah, and don't do it this because there's a good chance that it will
Oh, you
spill over.
want-
So
okay,
try
so put it on
to
the
keep
table,
it on
Put on
the
the table.
something stable. Yeah.
Okay.
And then this sticks too on the wall.
The legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you call it? Oh, the legs.
Legs. Yeah. They
Wow,
called
okay.
legs, and a lot
The
of
legs.
people think that this is a
The legs.
measure of quality
Yeah.
or the sign
tannins.
sign of quality. In
Uh-huh.
reality, it's just the sign of alcohol.
Mm,
Because
oh,
once ethanol molecules get together with oxygen,
Mhm.
so that's how they get
Okay.
down. So it just means that there is more alcohol in wine when you see the legs.
Oh, okay.
It's not the
okay.
quality,
I just-
unless you equate quality to alcohol level.
So you saying that your favorite wine, red wine, is Zinfandel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
because it has a lot of
Mhm.
body. It has a lot of
Body.
flavor.
Flavor.
Like, if you're starting to drink wine and you don't know where to, go with French ones, because
French one.
a lot of them are like Bordeaux. I think Bordeaux, Burgundy. They're the style that
Mhm.
they create.
Mhm.
It's kind of like on the lighter side.
Okay.
So for the beginners, it's a lot easier to get into wine.
Then if wines are the same, I guess, like to you, right? The flavor. Why do they even call it? This is Zinfandel. This is Pinot Grigio. This is Cabernet. You know, why do they have different names?
I believe, if I remember correctly, Australia started it.
Okay.
Because historically, all the wines that was coming from France,
Mhm.
and France was like, the snobby place, like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we're making the best wine. It's like, really? And wine is so subjective. This is the best thing about wine, that you can drink anything. Like, if once you find what you like, it doesn't matter what people tells you that you can or cannot drink it with this and that, and
right.
like room temperature. No,
Right.
once you know what you like, this is your drink. And so French, they would designate their wine by the location, by the region. And
Right.
in Australia, there's like, how do we make ourselves known? And how do you make yourselves known?
Marketing,
by
right?
marketing
Yeah.
repetition.
Right.
So like branding.
Yeah.
And they started introducing wine with the grape variety, and then a lot of other countries followed it. It's like, oh yeah, Zinfandel. Oh, I kind of have an idea what it is, or Chardonnay. It's like,
they're
oh
just
yeah, I
guessing
know.
it.
So then you have some sort of idea.
Mm.
That's how you
Got it,
select your wine.
Right.
Try it with meat. You
Yeah,
said.
let's do.
Oh yeah.
Which one you wanna try with? Zinfandel?
So
or Merlot?
this one is
I mean,
spicy,
Cabernet.
right?
Yes.
This looks
Yeah.
like spicy, so let's do spicy with cap
Cap
and the regular meat with zin.
with the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the.
Oh, you
Do you need
finished it.
more?
Oh, you liked it a lot more,
I
though.
like it.
So you wanna do with the Zinfandel, right? So with the
Mhm,
lighter one.
This is Zinfandel.
Okay.
And then do the jalapeno olives
Mm.
with cap.
Mm. Okay. Mm.
And you
I
said
get it.
the
Mhm.
tannins help with like saltier food,
Mhm.
like red wines,
Okay.
And also protein.
tortilla.
Like in mint, for example. Protein is one of those elements that makes us crave for.
Mhm.
That's why it's also good with wine, because it has a good balance.
Mm. Okay. Mm.
And this one is spicy.
This one we you test it. Oh.
Mhm.
This one we test it with the
Cap,
Cap,
yeah, because
cap, right?
it's
This one is cap, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is olives. It has cream cheese and jalapeno inside.
Yes.
Mhm.
it's pretty spicy.
Okay.
No, not for you.
They're good. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah. It enhance the flavor. This goes to the umami side.
So the more tannins a wine has, the more you need to balance it with food. Like
Got
it's
it.
really hard to just drink red wine by itself
Okay.
because it has so many flavors, and you need a bit of cleansing and balance. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So this is our episode for learning about wine and all that. And maybe if you guys have any comments, you can leave it down here.
Right,
Maybe
right.
we can ask Elena if we don't know the answer. And then, does anybody have jokes or quotes that you want
No,
to say?
but I just want to make
Uh-huh.
a general statement that,
Yeah.
that
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's do this. Let's do
if
this.
you're new to wine
Uh-huh.
and you want to get into wine, but you taste it and you don't like it, open the bottle and drink a little bit every day for 7 days in a row.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
how long it takes to acquire the taste.
Okay. Okay.
And then you will start appreciating the flavor, and then your body and your sensors, or like what is the receptors?
Yeah,
Yeah,
receptors.
they will start recognizing the flavors. So if you want to get into wine, yeah, start very slowly, and remember that there is no better wine or worse wine.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about you and what you like and how you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Thank you,
go.
thank you,
Yes,
thank you guys for
so
watching.
much.
Thank you guys for watching. So cheers. Have a good life. We're gonna cheers with Zipper now.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.